Welcome everyone. Good afternoon. This evening, rather, I want to encourage you guys to stop worrying, and just to trust God. Stop worrying over bills, stop worrying over relationships, stop worrying over the things of the world, and just trust God a little bit more. Because when we worry, it doesn't change anything. The only thing that is changing is our blood pressure, heart rate goes up, sleepless night, loss of weight, but it doesn't solve the problem. It doesn't resolve any issues that we encounter. So we have to find positive ways, of trying to navigate life, because the trials, they will always come. There will always be a situation that comes to discourage us. There will always be something that will come to cause you to wonder about things. But I just want to encourage you guys, not to worry, but just to trust God. And I want to look at Psalms 37. In Psalms 37, where it talks about don't worry about the wicked or envy those who are wrong, but rather it's asking you to put your trust in God. Thank you, thank you. Verse 2 read, it said, for like grass, they soon fade away. So the things that we're worrying about, the wicked people who are prevailing, sometimes in their wickedness, but God is saying in his own time, he will take care of those things. All we need to do is just to trust in the Lord and do good. And he said that you will live safely in the land and that you will prosper. We have to trust God no matter what, even when the situation doesn't look positive, even when everything seems to be going wrong. We have to have that trust in God, because he's our only hope. And if he cannot resolve it, it just cannot be done. And this is where you build your faith. That's where you build your courage, and that's where you build your strength. So we're looking at Psalms 37. We're talking about trusting in the Lord, and he said that we should do good so that we can live safely, securely, mighty God, in the land, that we will prosper. When we lose our trust in God, it's our way of saying, I'm not relying on you. You can't fix this problem. It's beyond you. It's like we're putting a limit on God, and we're saying that, you cannot do this for me, therefore I'm doubting. But we don't need to doubt. We need to know that there's so much power in God, and all we need to do is to increase our faith when we feel weary in the bad times. I have a lady on our prayer line that gave an awesome testimony. A couple years ago, she was diagnosed with cancer, ovarian cancer. She was like stage 4 cancer. She said the doctors came and they told her that I can't do anything more for you. We're going to get you ready for palliative care. In other words, we're sending you home to die. And the lady said she thanked the doctors. She left the room. This lady, she's living in America. She thanked the doctors and she went home. And she said she started to cry, and she was saying, God, why, have you allowed this to happen to me? I'm a kind person. I love to give. I care for the need of others. But here I am with cancer. She said she started to pray. She started to fast. And she started to have one-to-one with God daily, daily, daily. And she said that she continued to, on her journey of fasting and trusting God. And she said, God, if you cannot heal me, I cannot be healed, because the doctors have already given up on me. So if you cannot do it, it cannot be done. And I want you to prove to the doctors that they were wrong about the diagnosis. And she went into fasting, praying and seeking the face of the Lord. And she said after she had a checkup a couple weeks after, when she went back, she said the doctors were saying to her, I don't know what has happened or what you have done, but I think we made a mistake with your diagnosis. The cancer is actually getting better rather than worse. And she was just so happy, and she gave her testimony, and that was very moving. And even myself, when I faced difficult times in my life, which I've had a lot of those, and I just remember trusting God. And I have a 7-year-old daughter, and I remember when I was pregnant with her and I was going for all the antenatal care, and the doctors were telling me that there was something wrong with the baby. They wanted me to have a medical termination. They wanted me to go and see specialist fetal medicine doctors. And I just remember saying to them, I trust God. I respect your opinion as a physician. I respect you in your capacity, but this is what I'm going to do. So I did not go for any of those appointments. They make a lot of recommendations.